Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I read and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, you know what? Friends are like shadows. They're only around when the sun is shining. So choose your friends wisely. Choose the people that you will have hanging around you, on a semi-permanent basis to be good people. People that's going to inspire you to be better. People that's doing things, that's, doing shit with their lives. You don't want nobody around you that ain't doing shit with their life in the same predicament they were 15 damn years ago, upset with the world, angry at every damn body, angry at you for winning, angry at you for doing some shit. Dude, you don't want nobody like that. That's a cancer. That's somebody that cannot see you grow or win. You want some people around you that they inspire you to do better. You like, damn, okay, he's a dentist, he's a doctor, he's a lawyer, shit, he's an electrician, he's a plumber. Dude, it doesn't matter what your profession is. It's just long as inspired to be better. The better you. I'm not talking about you got to get out here and make as much as everybody else. I'm just saying you should be the best version of yourself. And the people around you should bring that out. The people around you shouldn't bring out the worst in you. Like, oh, man, we about to do something stupid, man. And I just knew you was the person to do it with. You like, wait, what? Whoa. The people around you get inside your head because they're around you so much. Their way of thinking rubs off on you. This is why, my wife asked me a long time ago, you don't hang with many people. I said, I don't like that influence rubbing off on me. And she said, what you mean? I said, a lot of the people that I used to hang out with, they were, drinking, smoking, hanging out a lot, jumping from bed to bed. I said, man, I didn't want that energy around me. It wasn't shit positive about that. It's not like they were inspiring to do better things like, oh, man, I'm going to move, and I'm going to check this location out and do this. Dude, I don't give a damn what all you do as your hobbies, but anytime that you trying to influence me to do this shit, like, oh, man, you should try this, man. This is really good. Dude, friends don't get you to try shit. Friends understand this ain't you. So I'm going to keep this away from you. I'm not going to do this around you. I'm going to do this around the people that I do this around. That's what a friend is. A friend understands your boundaries, your limits. They don't try to push them. They be like, well, man, no, he don't do that. Even when somebody else is trying to influence you to do something, they step in and be like, no, man, we ain't doing that. My little brother don't do that. No, fam don't do that. We don't do that. Leave him alone with that nonsense, man. That's what a friend does. I done stepped in many situations for people that I assumed were my friends and did that for them, man. And you know what? Hindsight is always something else, man. What I know now, would I have done it? Hell no. Why? Because these people weren't my friends, man. Friends are there for you when shit is bad. Friends are there when your life is falling apart. Friends are there to pull you up when you need that life preserver thrown at you to get you up out of that damn water. That's what friends are. Friends are not people who leave you at the drop of a sign of trouble. Those are not friends. It's like having an entourage and you like a millionaire. You got people around you and stuff. You buying them jewelry. You got jewelry on. Y'all got big gold chains and diamonds on. And everybody in your entourage got one. But the minute you start losing money, these people disappear. This is why I say you got to have real people with you. And you don't need an entourage of people. You don't need an entourage of friends or frenemies to be around you to be relevant, man. Being relevant is something totally different. I look at the value of the people around me, man. When I say value, the character. If you there for me, man, I'm there for you. That's why I say your friends should know something about you, man. They should know something about you. They should either know your significant other. They should know your kids. They should know your mom or dad. They should know something about you that's funny, or some shit that happened in the past. They should know something. If the people around you don't know shit about you, they're not your friends. They're just there. Like I said, no boundaries. Like I said, like at work, at some point in time, I used to have a lot of people I used to talk to at work. And you know how it work. You change numbers with, friends. And you like, man, you could call me if some shit jump off, man. But if nobody ever reach out to you, if within the 5 years that they are there, to talk to you, dude, it's just strictly work. Like I told you before, I had this happen to me many a times where people reached out to me years and years after they left the job and like, oh man, this is what's happening, man. And I'm looking at the phone like, oh man, I got to get off of here, man. I got to go in here to work. I didn't have to go to work. Remember, bruh, you already established them rules that we don't talk outside work. You established those rules that we're not those type of friends. You're the type of friend that I talk to if I see him. Dude, and that ain't a friend. That's just an associate. And you know what? I learned to know the difference between associates and friends. Friends serve a purpose. Associates are just people you talk to. Like I said, friends serve a purpose in your life. Stop letting people in that don't serve a purpose. People serve purposes by listening, somebody cool to talk with. Y'all can hang out without, bickering. Sometimes y'all loan each other money. Sometimes, y'all good for picking each other up for rides, to go back and forth to work. Dude, something. Sometimes, when I was younger, when I was in high school, me and my friends, we used to swap out gym shoes with each other, man. One week I wear his gym shoes and he wear mine. Because, man, dude, we couldn't afford those type of gym shoes, so that was cool with me swapping out gym shoes, for a week, man. Looking like I'm doing something that I'm not, like, dude, it was a blessing. And this is what I'm talking about to a lot of people out here. Understand your lane. Understand the people that you got with you may not want to see you shine. The other day I was talking about it should be a crime that women turn kids against men. And a lot of people don't understand. When I do stuff like that on this channel, it's not like I'm trying to invade somebody else's space. It's a channel basically full of guys. And I understand because I've been one of those guys that, been put into a situation of alienation. So this is why I talk about stuff like that. Because you need a place where you can go and not just get, I'm going to talk about toys and that's all we do here, And no, sometimes you need to be grown in a motherfucker. I'm not saying that collecting toys don't mean that you're not grown, but sometimes you need to just have grown folk talk like, man, shit is going on and I don't even know how to fix this, man. I don't even know if I want to fix it. And see, that's real right there. That's when you know you're going through shit. That's real shit. If anybody ever told you anything, when you say, I don't know if I even want to fix it, that's real life talking right there. That's life experience telling you that shit out here ain't what you expected it to be. You done put your all in it and shit done just came back and been thrown in your face, man. Like I said, I was talking to someone the other day and dude hammered this shit home to me if I never ever thought it was real or not. I was on a damn bus, literally on a bus stop, and this guy just started talking to me about being a damn stepdaddy and told me how horrible it is. He loved the woman so damn much, he just took on her kids. And the kids been treating him like shit ever since. I mean, they got a daddy, but their daddy don't do shit for them, and he's the one that's, solely providing. And, I was telling someone about what he had told me, and they were like, man, how do you even know if this guy was telling the truth? I said, you could see it in his damn face. I said, dude, he just wanted somebody to talk to. It wasn't like he was bragging on the fact that he was getting treated like shit. You could see it in his face. It looked like he wanted to cry. It was like he was so angry, like, fuck this. I don't want to go back. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I give. Dude, that's real right there. When you just want to give up on a situation that you've been fighting for so long and you see that there's no end in sight. There's no win for you. It's a win for everybody else but you. Anytime a woman lets her kids treat you like that, that ain't the woman for you. Real woman would have checked that shit right in the beginning, fam. This is how this goes. This is how this is. This is how these situations play themselves out. And this is why I say sometimes you just got to make sure you understand who you are as a person. Like I said, it's all fun and games here sometimes, but sometimes I want to keep it real. It's a lot of guys here, and I say a lot of guys here are going through something. Maybe their partners are not as open with them playing with toys. And when I say playing with toys, I don't mean like you over there just got the toy in your hand, you playing with it, you flying with it. No. just buying toys in general or video games. You know, it seems it's beneath people, but I don't get it. You drinking and smoking, hanging out, partying, having sex with everybody, but that seemed to be grown to people, and I don't understand. I said, damn, you got somebody that go to work every day, pay all the bills in their particular situation. I'm talking about if they're single, they paying all the bills where they live, they ain't asking nobody for nothing, but you get people that let people come in and try to change them. You cannot change a person. And that's one thing that I'm going to tell you. Never try to change anybody. You know what? Inspire them to be the best them, but don't try to change them, because you will lose them. Nobody want to be changed. Nobody want to go through none of that nonsense. Like I said, at the end of the day, I want you to be the best person that you are. I tell my kids that every time. Listen, look at the red flags. If you're not paying attention to shit, shit will happen to you. If you're not looking and, you think, oh, this can't happen to me, you be the first one it happens to. Pay attention. And I look at it again. My relationship with my kids is not the greatest. And like I said, they ain't kids. They grown-ass men. And, I look at it just like this. You got to look at it and just see it for what it is. Like I said, their mama turned them against me for a while, and I had to wait till they got older to talk. And, I still was there, doing what I was supposed to do as a father, but you know what? That was hard. When you got somebody, just right there fighting against you because their life ain't what they thought it would be, dude, I don't understand why people do that. You choose your life. Nobody else chooses it for you. You make all the decisions in it. Then when the shit don't go right, you get mad at everybody else but yourself. How does that work? You make all the decisions, but you want to blame me or blame someone else. That's crazy. This is why I say, know thyself. Know thy self-worth. Know what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. Know when it's time to walk. Because, again, you're not just doing it to actually, threaten somebody. You're doing it because it's only so much you could take off of any damn body. And that's serious. It's only so much you could take. And if you're getting too much, negativity and pushback, you're going to start thinking to yourself, it got to be something better out there. This is why I say pay attention. There's going to be times when everything in your relationship is not working right. Or in your family, with your kids, or with your friends. Everything is not going to always be okay. But guess what? If the people in your life is true, it all will come back around. They'll come back around. Things will change. Things will happen for you. But if they're not, it was meant. Sometimes things come to your life and you be like, man, it was like a hurricane went through here and destroyed everything. That hurricane wasn't for you. That was for somebody else. Sometimes God sends something to mess up something to free somebody else. It ain't always about you. Sometimes your life is not always about you. God uses you as a vehicle to help somebody else sometimes. So remember that. I want everybody to come here and understand there's something more to get than just talking about toys and video games and collecting. It's more. Because we are more. Because we go through stuff. We experience things every day. When I was telling you that the guy had a ski mask on and, he was sitting there first and he was about to rob me, dude, I felt some kind of way. I was really thinking. My whole damn life flashed before my eyes because I got scared. I was like, damn, he was big, dude. I'm like, damn, I'm big, but he was big. And I'm like, damn, you got a ski mask on. And nobody sees shit wrong with this. And see, this is what I talk about. It's real. This is why I say you got to be mindful of your environment as well, man. Dude, I put that phone down there and be looking around. I be looking. I make sure. I used to do this when I used to get on buses back in the day and trains. I used to memorize people's faces. I used to look at everybody when I get on and be like, man, did I see these people yesterday? Or, the same day when I got off for, things like that. Because all of this helps you. Because, again, sometimes we are so caught up in our mess that we don't notice the outside world. But the outside world is noticing us. This is why I say, be the best you. Don't let people rub off on you that shouldn't even have access to you. You're better You deserve much better. And like I said, man, this is a channel dedicated to making us all better. It's a safe space. We shouldn't be anywhere else where, our feelings are not actually, being considered. Dude, this is why I talk to y'all. And this is why I put myself out here like this, man. Sometimes, people unsubscribe because they say, man, you being a little too damn real, and I'm not here for that. You may not be here for that. You could just let that video go right past you. It's for somebody who needs it. Not everything is meant for one person. Sometimes it's meant for another person. But sometimes we take things so personal because we want to. We want it to be about us, and we feel some kind of way, and we just want to be there, man. We just want that energy. We want to say, woe is me. And dude, half of the shit that people going through ain't about you. It's about what they going through. And sometimes, man, being a good friend, you got to step back and let them go through it. Dude, I have been there for people who have never been there for me. Never. And dude, I learned a lesson with that. I stepped back. I disappeared from these people because these people, hell, half of the time don't even recognize that you're there. Sometimes people just want people to vent to. And dude, I will not put myself in a situation whereas you are able to vent to me and, let out all that venom and all of that, anguish and all that stuff. And I end up absorbing all that stuff. This is why I say to a lot of guys who have a lot of female friends. And he was telling one cat, he was like, man, I figure if I talk to her enough, man, I can, be her man and she'll see me as that way. I said, no, man, she see you as a friend. And right now, you being an emotional tampon. You absorbing all this shit. The guy that she with don't even listen to her, but you listening to her. Why? Don't listen to her. Do the same thing he do. You not getting nothing out of this situation, and I don't mean just because you not having sex, you're not getting anything, but this situation is not of your making. You have nothing to do with it. Just be like, oh man, I got something to do. No, not this trip. I'll holler at you later. Dude, blow that shit off. If that person says, hell, it feel like you blowing me off. And you don't owe that person nothing. Y'all ain't got nothing going on. Dude, this is just somebody you talk to. If the situation was reversed, they'll do you the same way. I'm going to say it just like that. If you don't understand, you the only one listening. If you try to talk and every time you open your mouth to talk about your problems, everybody get to leaving. Dude, don't listen no more. Don't listen to nobody else shit. If they can't listen to you, then hell, don't listen to them. That's real talk. I had to learn that the hard way. Dude, I was listening to so many people problems. Hell, I had to see a damn doctor about some of the people problems I was seeing. And dude, the craziest thing, I was listening to their problems, man, and I didn't even know how to differentiate. This shit ain't mine. And I went to the therapist and he told me, he said, stop listening to that shit. He said, here go my cards. Pass them out at your job. If they need to talk to somebody, send them here. I'll talk to them. Man, that was like the best advice I ever got. Dude, I shut the door on that. Like I was a therapist or something. Unpaid therapist, man. Dude, people over there, lining up to tell you they damn problems. I'm like, yeah, nah, no thanks, man. I got other shit going on. Nah, I'm good, man. Oh, man, you act like you don't care no more. I said, bro, that ain't none of my problems, bro. You gonna do the same shit regardless. You gonna do the same shit that you did 3 other times to get yourself right back in a situation. So why am I listening? You gonna do what you want to do. Since you gonna do what you gonna do, leave me out of this equation because it has nothing to do with me. Man, people don't understand that. They make it feel like you against the world. Now that you learned your value, your worth, now, you the enemy. No, you not the enemy. You just realized I'm not getting shit out of this. And the minute I open my mouth to talk, everybody disappear. Dude, God can't be much clearer to you to tell you, these people ain't for you. And if you find yourself by yourself, learn to deal with yourself by yourself. Dude, you got to learn how to be by yourself sometimes in order to get somebody who's worth being with you. You got to know what you're worth first. Everybody want to mate, but they don't even know their damn self. You got to know yourself first. And that ain't saying, oh man, you get with somebody, oh, you don't love them and it's all about you. No, you got to know who you are first. Hell, how you gonna treat anybody good if you don't even know what it's like to treat your damn self good? Real talk, fam. But till later, I always said, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.